Oh, Veronica, it's Mr. Shawn again. This is the last story in this level, so we're going to jump from level G to level H here next time. But today's story is called Weird, written by Anne Harth. Weird can mean a lot of things depending on the situation. See what this one is. Annie sat in the park. She wore a bright red hat. She wore flowers in her hair. Butterflies flitted around her. There's the flowers in her hair, and there's the butterfly. Oh, there's another one, and another one. Wow, three butterflies flitting around. Look, Mark said to Tracy. There's Annie. She's weird. No, she's not. She looks beautiful. Tracy wished that she had a red hat and flowers too. Yeah, people think you're weird sometimes when you're not the same as everybody else, but that's not right. Everybody's different. I have a saying that I say, dare to be different. So you don't always want to be the same as everyone else. At school, Annie sat alone. She ate her lunch and sang happy songs. Tracy listened. Mark walked by. Yeah, some people are very happy and they sing to themselves. They might even talk to themselves. Nothing wrong with that. They just enjoy life. Now, do you think Annie's weird? He whispered to Tracy. No, Tracy said. She made those songs up herself. Tracy loved to sing, but she only sang when she was alone. Annie waited at the bus stop. She twirled in circles. She hopped. She skipped. She danced. Mark and Tracy waited for the bus, too. You like to hop and skip and dance and do all that kind of stuff. I don't, but other people do. That's okay, they're having fun. Now you have to think Annie's weird, Mark said. She's dancing all by herself. There's nothing wrong with that, Tracy said. She's having fun. She felt like dancing too. Yeah, sometimes we feel like doing something, but maybe we're afraid to do it when we're happy. The bus came. Annie jumped on. She sat in the back seat, and Mark sat in front. Tracy got on last. She walked to the back of the bus. You ride a bus, where do you like to sit? When I was little, I liked to sit right over the back wheel. And what would happen is when the bus went over a bump, that seat jumped up higher than all the rest. So I got bounced around a lot, and I liked that. That was fun. Hi, Annie, Tracy said. Can I sit with you? Annie scooted over. Tracy and Annie talked and laughed all the way home. That makes the journey pretty short when you have someone to talk to and laugh with and have fun with. Do you want to go to the park tomorrow? Tracy asked. Yes, said Annie, but don't forget your umbrella. Tracy looked at the clear sky. Is it going to rain? Annie looked up. Too. No, it's going to be sunny, she said. Wonder what they're going to do with the umbrella. Annie was right. The next day was sunny, but Tracy took her yellow umbrella anyway. When they got to the park, she was very hot. Annie was already there. But what are they doing? Looks like they're sitting under their umbrellas to keep out of the sun, be in the shade. I'm hot, Tracy said. Me too, said Annie. As she put up her umbrella, she held it over her head. But it's cool under here, Tracy laughed. She put up her umbrella. I'm in the shade too. Mark walked past. Umbrella. Umbrellas, that's plural with the S. Now both of you are weird. No, we're not, Tracy said as she looked at Mark. His face was red. He looked hot. We're both in the shade, Tracy said. Want to come over? Mark wiped his face. Okay, he said. He sat between Tracy and Annie. They all sat in the shade under the umbrellas. Thanks, now I feel cool, said Mark. He looked at Tracy and Annie. Maybe you're not that weird after all, he said with a smile. Well, you may look weird, but it's smart to be out of the sun sometimes if you just want to sit and talk. All right, let's see what the questions are for today. Where does Tracy first talk to Annie? What does Mark see Annie do? Why does Annie bring an umbrella to the park? What do you think will happen next? Okay, let's see. Where did Tracy first talk to Annie? Where were they? They first talked. They were on the bus, weren't they? They sure were. All right, so what does Mark see Annie do? Well, she wasn't doing really anything there. She was just wearing her red hat. They saw her sing happy songs, and they saw her what? What's she doing here? She ballet dancing? She's dancing, yep. She's twirling in circles like they do in ballet, yeah. And she's skipping and hopping. So the final thing he thought was weird that they were doing was what? Sitting under the umbrellas. Why did they bring the umbrellas? Because it was raining? No, because it was raining, because they wanted to be outside but in the shade to stay cool, stay out of the sun. It's always a good thing to do when you're hot and you want to talk and just relax. So, what do you think will happen next? That's a good question. I don't know. They'll probably just talk a while and relax and have some fun, is what I'm thinking. All right, Veronica, that's the end of today's story. I hope you and your family are doing well and you're getting outside to have some fun and play with your sister and maybe with some of your friends. I hope you're having a good time. So until next time, when we're in level H, we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.